Bro, this is why you need to read the Bible 80 bajillion times. There's no, oh, I read it already. No, read it again, because God's going to reveal something else to you. Y'all, I was in Genesis today. I'm talking about smack dab beginning Genesis. And I was reading about the fall of Adam and Eve. It says in there that Satan, well, the serpent was the craftiest of all the animals. And when it said crafty, I didn't really fathom. I really didn't understand the craftiness of the enemy. Y'all. But you know what? You got to understand heavenly history. You have to know heavenly history to understand why he was so crafty. Reader's Digest for those of y'all that are new to this channel. Boom. Satan. Satan was Lucifer in heaven. Some people don't understand just how majestic Lucifer was in heaven. He was standing in the presence of God without his eyes covered. I believe it's cherubim and seraphim that were surrounding the throne. They had their eyes covered according to the Bible, but Lucifer did not. He was a top ranking angel, y'all. Because of this, pride entered his heart and he rebelled. Him and a third of the angels rebelled against God and decided that they wanted to be the most high, and of course they were cast out of heaven. With that being said, in walks us, right? Human. We are made in the image of God. God literally molded us with his own hands and breathes his own breath into our bodies to give us life. So at this point, I want you to imagine the level of jealousy of the angels. Like, demons really hate us because they ain't us. That's why demons hate us, y'all. People don't understand or grasp the detail of this heavenly rebellion. So in walks the serpent. He's telling Eve, take of the, mind y'all, listen, keep up with me. It's two trees they can't touch: the knowledge of good and evil and the tree of life. Which tree does Satan want them to eat from first? The good and evil tree, right? The knowledge of good and evil. Now, when they ate this, they realized they were naked, right? And it's at this point when God realizes that happened. Well, not realize, he knows, but when he confronts them on that happening, he kicks them out of the garden. It literally says in Genesis, he said, let me pull it up. Let me pull it up. Then the Lord God said, look, the human beings have become like us being the Trinity, just for y'all that are wondering that, knowing both good and evil. What if they reach out and take the fruit from the tree of life and eat it? Then they will live forever. So the Lord then banished them from the garden. And I tell y'all, God has had our backs from the beginning, because listen, imagine if God had not taken them from that garden. The enemy would have tricked them into eating the tree of life, making them immortal. Immortally stuck in their sin. Y'all not hearing me, bro? Immortally stuck in their sin. And we would have been just like the fallen angels, y'all. Y'all not understanding. This is crazy. Like, this is absolutely insane. Satan had it out for us so bad. We would have been damned just like them. He's so crafty, like that never crossed my mind before. But now in comes the book of Enoch, when it talks about the watchers, the angels that procreated with the human women, and they brought down heavenly knowledge we were never supposed to know. This is Satan attempting again to corrupt everything, to